Hi friends and welcome. I am Sharik and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel YBR The Sword and the Story, where we inspire you through stories, wisdoms and life lessons. On this channel we share tales of warriors who fight against challenges, move forward with courage and set an example through their purpose. Every story is the start of a new journey, and every lesson shows us the path to victory in the battlefield of life. Today, we bring you a new and original story, a saga of the rise and legacy of Zain, a remarkable warrior from the Valley of Sabz. This story is a journey of courage, loyalty, and strategic wisdom that will touch your heart. Through Zain, we learn how one person can unite a tribe, overcome challenges, and establish a rule that become an example for the world. This tale is filled with the swiftness of the battlefield, the loyalty that binds hearts, and the spirit that makes every difficulty surmountable. So get ready for Naya Kabila एक नायाब कहानी where Zain turned his dream into reality and teach us that with a purpose in the heart and strength in the hands, no goal is too far. Let's begin this epic tale with YBR, the sword and the story.
In the Valley of Sabz, where snow cascades from mountain peaks and dense jungles sing songs of freedom, a boy named Zain was born. He would later become renowned as the Sultan of the Valley. Zain's life began amidst trials. His father Rahim was a leader of a small tribe, but when Zain was only 10 years old, his father was betrayed and killed by the leader of a rival tribe. This tragedy was a profound shock that changed the course of Zain's life. Zain, his mother Aisha and his younger siblings were cast out by their tribe. They were left alone in the harsh jungle environment, where every day was a test of life and death. Aisha taught her children that courage and patience were their true weapons. At a young age, Zain learned that life is a battle, and to win, one needs not only strength but also wisdom and perseverance. In his youth, Zain resolved to reunite his tribe. However, this was no easy task. The tribes of the valley were constantly at odds, distrusting one another. With his political acumen and loyalty, Zain forged small alliances. He worked with his old friend, Ferris, but later, differences arose between them. Zain even won over his enemies, offering them messages of peace and trust. A significant event occurred when Zain's Noor was abducted by a rival tribe. With his loyal companions and warriors, Zain rescued her. This incident strengthened him further, and his tribe's people recognized him as their leader. Zain's dream was not just to strengthen his own tribe, but to unite all the tribes of the valley and establish a dominion that would reach every heart. He trained his warriors, commanding them to master archery and swordsmanship. Every warrior was to be so bonded with their horse that they considered it a companion. Zain organized his people under a disciplined system, where each person knew their purpose. He taught his warriors that loyalty and order were the secrets of their strength. In 1210, when Zain was bestowed the title of Sultan of the Valley in a grand tribal assembly, it marked the beginning of a new era. He transformed his people into an army unlike any the valley had ever seen. His first goal was to defeat rival tribes and unite the valley's tribes. With his wisdom and strength, he accomplished this, laying the foundation for the valley's dominion. With the rise of the Sultan of the Valley, the era of the valley's warriors began. Zain's warriors were unparalleled in their swordsmanship and archery. Each warrior rode a horse, and their arrows were so precise they could pierce an enemy's heart. Their speed and agility made them a storm against their foes. Zain organized his army under a system of tens. Every group of 10 warriors was led by a commander. 10 groups formed 100, and 100 groups formed 1,000. Thus, every large unit was part of a smaller one, all operating under Zain's command. This system was so strict that no warrior could stray from their purpose. The training of the valley's warriors was rigorous from the start. From childhood, they were taught horsemanship, swordsmanship, and archery. Every warrior was so attached to their horse that they worked as one spirit. Their horses, though small, were sturdy, capable of enduring the valley's harsh terrain for days. Their battle strategy included intimidating and demoralizing the enemy. Zain's warriors often feigned retreat, luring the enemy to pursue them, only to turn back and annihilate them. This tactic, known as the feigned retreat, was their most effective strategy. Additionally, they used psychological warfare to spread fear among enemy tribes. They would appear near enemy territories and strike unexpectedly. Zain taught his warriors that war is not just a game of strength, but also of intellect. His warriors often infiltrated enemy territories in small groups, befriending the locals. This way, they weakened the enemy from within. This was all a result of their army's speed, discipline, and loyalty. Under Zain's leadership, the expansion of the valley's dominion became a marvel. His army first conquered the northern parts of the valley. The northern tribes, a significant power at the time, posed a major challenge, but Zain's warriors, with their speed and strategy, overcame them. Zain had prepared his army to fight in any weather and on any terrain. After the north, Zain's army advanced westward. The western tribes, a powerful dominion at the time, were their next target. The western leader provoked Zain by killing his envoys, a mistake that led to his downfall. Zain launched an attack on the west with his army, destroying city after city. Sharpa, Nurabad, and Zafrabad fell before Zain's warriors. But Zain was not merely a conqueror. He established a system in his dominion based on justice and fairness. His law was equal for all, rich or poor. He rewarded his warriors for their loyalty and hard work, winning their hearts. He included people of different religions and tribes in his dominion, making them part of his army. The expansion of Zain's dominion was not just a result of strength, but also of his political wisdom. He sought paths of peace with his enemies, but when necessary, he took firm action. His warriors proved their skill not only on the battlefield, but also in diplomacy. This was the secret of his dominion's expansion. The lives of the valley's warriors were intertwined with the jungles and mountains. They were nomadic, moving with their tents from one place to another. This lifestyle made them tough and adaptable. Every man and woman was taught horsemanship and archery, whether they were soldiers or not. They believed that every person should be ready to fight for their tribe. A key part of their training was their horse. The valley's horses, though small, were robust, able to travel 4 days in the harsh jungle environment. Every warrior was so bonded with their horse that they worked as one spirit. Their horses were not just a means of transport, but also their companions. Another aspect of the warrior's spirit was their loyalty. Zain taught them that loyalty was their true strength. Every warrior was ready to give their life for their sultan and comrades. This loyalty made them an army that could not bow before any enemy. Their battle strategies reflected their spirit. They often infiltrated enemy territories in small groups, befriending the locals to weaken the enemy from within. Their speed, discipline, and loyalty made them the most powerful army in the valley. Even after Zain's death in 1230, his name lived on. His sons and grandsons expanded his dominion, stretching from the valley to beyond. The valley's dominion became the largest contiguous empire in the world, and its impact can still be seen today. Zain's legacy is not just a story of conquest, but of wisdom and leadership. He taught his people that anything is possible with strength, intellect, and loyalty. His warriors showed the valley that with a firm purpose, no goal is out of reach. The impact of the valley's dominion was not limited to the battlefield. They opened routes for commerce and trade, connecting different parts of the valley. Their system of governance allowed people of various religions and tribes to live together. This was a significant part of their legacy. Zain's story teaches us that with courage, patience, and loyalty, any challenge can be overcome. His warriors showed the valley that with a dream in the heart and strength in the hands, any destination can be reached. This story continues to inspire us to work hard for our goals and never give up.
Friends,